Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Dan and today we're talking about the latest Netflix film, I Care a Lot. So this film was written and directed by Jay Blakeson and it stars Rosamund Pike and Peter Dinklage as I guess the main two characters of this film. And I really loved this movie a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. So the basic synopsis of this film is that Rosamund Pike's character is a legal guardian and she sort of makes an income and a living of getting elderly people into homes. And then she sort of, to say the least, lands on some hot water when she tries to swindle an elderly lady who has ties to a gangster. And that's the basic synopsis of this movie, and it is a wild, crazy film. Once again, Rosamund Pike is fantastic in this film. I feel like she's really good in most movies she does, and she plays a character in this film that reminded me a little bit of her portrayal of her character in Gone Girl. She's once again in this movie really manipulative, and she's just really hostile at times, but she's also just so engaging. Like, you cannot take her eyes off her throughout the film. Her performance is super solid, and you're almost like a bit scared or threatened by her just from her performance alone throughout this movie. And I thought she was just absolutely fantastic portraying Marla Grayson in this film. The other thing I really just enjoyed about this film is just how original the story seemed. I personally have never seen a movie like this, and I thought it was just really fascinating how this legal guardian was getting these elderly people into these homes and how she was making money off of them. This film just also definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. Throughout this movie, I was just constantly intrigued on what was going to happen next. With stuff happening with Rosamund Pike's character and then Peter Dinklage's character, every single scene they were in, I was like, what is actually going to happen next? Because at times in this film, you almost feel like these characters are almost playing off of each other. They're trying to outdo each other throughout the film. And that just did make for some really engaging and exciting moments throughout this movie. I'd also say that the pacing throughout this film is really solid. From the beginning of the movie, I was completely invested in what was going on, and then at the end of the film, I thought like the film sort of just breezed by. Like it felt like it had a really good flow to it, which hasn't been the case for some films recently that I've seen. And I think for this movie, it was just really edited well. The pacing throughout was really good, and I think the performances from everyone in this film, especially Rosamund Pike and Peter Dinklage, were just extremely solid. Another thing I must just mention as well is just the musical score for this film. So good, amazing. It was really good. It did make some scenes super intense, and it did just really sort of heighten the situation a lot throughout the film, which I thought was really good. Visually as well, I really liked the look of this film. A lot of it seemed to be quite saturated with like this grain look to it as well, which I really did enjoy too. Had like this grain overlay on it, and the cinematography was solid. I enjoyed it a lot. So it had a very nice visual style to the film as well, which is nice to see from a Netflix film. Sometimes like Netflix movies look a little flat to me just visually, but this film just looked really stylistic, and I just loved the way the movie looked throughout. This was one of the films in the first batch of Netflix films that were releasing this year that I was really excited for, and I'm glad to say that it delivered. I think it's a really fun watch, a really good, entertaining film. It's around 2 hours long, so it's not super long either. And I would say this film is definitely worth a watch. I really did enjoy it, and it's a movie that I can definitely see myself revisiting in the future. I'm going to give this film a 3.5 out of 5. It's closer to a 4 than a 3, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's really good, a really fun watch, and a really solid Netflix film, which I'm really glad to say. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review. You guys are all legends. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, stay safe out there, and bye-bye.